Welcome to NHL20 Franchise Mode, the Hamilton Ogres. This is GetRoaring I'm Rory. Fancy meeting you here for some more hockey management action. Oh, I mean, there's some action, not most action-oriented thing, but I make actions by doing things. Now, last time, made a sizable trade, trading for Casey Middlestad here as our second line center. That's what we're looking for, is to have him execute the vision of our coach. We currently are 35, 17, and 3. So we're past halfway in the season. We're approaching the trade deadline. Now, we have 3 weeks to go, about. Almost 3 weeks. And I would like to upgrade the blue line. So, you know what we are going to do? We're going to go do our ye olde player search and see who's available. And what we're looking for is defense. Top 4. Not 50 years old. Somewhere in the 17 to 28 range. But they gotta be top 4 and medium. They gotta have some potential. So let's see what's available that way. They also gotta fit our coach's expectations and also like be kind of reasonable on the trade front. Now we saw offers for Gostisbehere, and I believe we had one earlier for well, you won't show up here. Sanheim, was that? Sanheim was one of the, I don't, defense, no, 3. Brent Pesce, hello. Brent Pesce. That is pretty good. Brett Pesce. I apologize, not Brent. Brett Pesce. Hmm. Edmondson. All defensive pairings as well. So there's another option. What's Edmondson's contract look like? He's expiring. Ricola, 8. Okay. I want to scout him actually. Let's do a complete scout on him. And Edmondson 2. Scout. Anybody else that we can see here? Let's see who fits the coach's scheme. Now, defensive pairing 2. Will Butcher. His contract 1 year, so he's expiring. Yokiharu. Really? Okay, let's scout Yokiharu, because that's fascinating right there. Iko Toskala. Oh wow, okay. Yeah. First round 11th for all. Sure. Let's scout him too. Why not? What else we got? Ryan Lee. All defensive pairings. Also interesting. Let us scout him as well. There we go. We'll send out some scouts. We'll give it a week. See what they come back with and see if we find, because there seems to be a lot of defensemen that fit the scheme that we have. So let's give it a week of sim and see what happens. We lost to Buffalo. It's kind of heartbreaking. Let's get up to Ottawa. We'll do the Ottawa match. Arvidsson is available to play. Wait till he's healthy. Might have to interrupt here. Okay, he's gained morale for recovering. Let's get up to Winnipeg. We gotta fix the lines. We want to keep him in the game. What? 2 first rounders for Cahoon and a 3rd. Wow. I mean, I guess we'll give him a scout because he looks good. But we don't really need him. That's the thing. We need defense. Maybe I should fix my trade block here. Gotta fix our trade block and fix our lines because we don't need a second liner. We kind of got a glut of them now. That was when we were before we got middle stat. In other words, let's change our wants. And we'll edit some lines. Because maybe somebody will offer one of the guys we actually want. Like, I doubt it, but you never know. So let's get Arvidsson back in here. Put Yarncrook back here. But he's on their off wing. And keep that as it is. Brendan Peary can stay as depth. Let's get ahead to Ottawa here. Do a sim against Ottawa. We might want to do Buffalo before the deadline there too. First rounder in Mysek for Raquel Zaitsev and Hutton. Woo, big trade. Big trade. Okay. That's an interesting one. Maguire. And a third for a second and a third. So it's essentially Maguire for a second. What is this guy? He was a 7th round pick. I have high doubts he's going to turn into anything in particular. So we will indeed take that trade. Upgraded a 7th to a 2nd, essentially. Very good. Oop. Yes, we do. Alright, let's roll. Come on, guys. Big game. Ontario rival. Come on. Try and hype this one up and just get shut down. There we go, Butestad. That guy. Power play goal. Mark Scheifele on the board against Ben Bishop. Got the big boys playing today in Gibson and Bishop. Right, end of the first, we're up 2-1. We're leading in shots quite handily. Stutzel puts one in on Gibson. Ties it up. Come on, guys. Butestad. That's like one of the best trades I've made so far. Middlestat putting one in. Good on you, Middlestat. Second line putting one in there. Got for us, guys. Rifling the shots in there on Bishop. There you go, Klingberg. Sealing it up unless something tragic happens. 3 minutes left. 2 minutes. 1 minute. 30 seconds. Hello. Good win, guys. Good win. 37 shots on. I think I know the first. Yeah, Butestad. Guy. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's take another look at them defensemen that we were checking out. The M defensemen? Yeah. Those defensemen. Player search. Nobody's offered us anything, so. Defense. Top 4. 28 years old. Max. Make sure that they are top 4 medium. See what comes up. Again, we're not looking to break the bank here. We're just looking to upgrade. Pesci. Brent Pesci continues to look really good. Good contract, all defensive pairings, good player. That's suspect number one. It's Will Butcher. He's a 2A. Pesci is defensive. Yoki. What did we get on Yoki? Or was injured. It's a 2A. Top 4 defensive pair. Said he was all before. Sanheim is a 2. I like Sanheim. He plays for Boston. Yoki Haru needs a little more scouting. Fits the bill too. Let's do a little more scouting. Maybe the end of this week. See what happens. He does Zadorov. Looking for a top 4. Okay. Anybody else we want to check it? We looked at Butcher as well. He's an expiring contract, but he fits for 2. 2, that is. Not whatever else you were thinking. Alright, we'll keep that in mind. But I think Pesci, Sanheim. Suspects here. I like Sanheim. Alright, we'll give it a few more days, see if anybody offers anything cool. Not. Gonna have to figure it out on our own. Let's get up to Buffalo and do some simulating there. See what happens. Right? Cody Cece goes to Buffalo. The Juice is available to play. I like him on the power play, so. Looks like Boychuk's starting to do. This is loose. It's there. I just want to double check our special teams, because on the power play, yep, we got Juice. Okay. Good. Excellent. Blake Como. Sure. That's good depth right there. Him. Let's sim Buffalo. See what happens. Oh, Shen Potts went on Gibson. Power play for Buffalo. Shen again. Shen again. Alright. Go with the second. We're down 2, but we can come back. Power play for Buffalo gets killed. Shots are even. Some production guys. You know who to call. Most beautiful of them all. Utstad. Anything? Power play? Ugh. Kovalchuk puts one in on Gibson. Goodness. We're having a tough time with Buffalo. Petrov puts one in on Gibson. We're down 4-0 with 5 minutes left in the third. Wheel decides, hey, let's break the shutout, but too little too late. As we go down to the Buffalo Sabres 4-1. Failing the battle of the QE there on the other side. Alright. Oh no, Ben Sherratt! Why? Why not, Ben Sherratt? Alright. Well, we'll put Boychuk in for a moment, but I think this is the time. Since we are now down a defenseman, we gotta go make a deal. So let's find a trade. Start with Brett Pesce and see what they want. Do 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 do. Almost there. Brent Pesce, what do you got? So let's hit according to the trade block and see if there's anything. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh goodness. Here we go again. Washington Capitals. Defenseman. Pesce. And find a trade. No trades found. Open the block. What do you got? Pollock, Miller, Peary? Knight, Miller, Peary. Colton Parayko? No. Connor Lockhart and Barron. Stillman and Barron. I don't mind moving Barron. But what about Stillman? Is it basically him or Connor Lockhart? Are they basically the same value? Yeah, so Stillman, Lockhart, Knight, and Pollock all in the same area. What do we got? Pollock. Second rounder. Grinder. He's got a lot of good stats for a 20-year-old. Knight. Defense. Good skating. Kind of other places. Connor Lockhart. Like elite skating or getting up to there. Getting close to. Balance and endurance need work. It's good discipline and good slap shot power. I don't know, he's kind of weak in some other areas, but he's also 19. Chase Stillman, first rounder, 22nd overall. It's tough. I guess Pollock, even though he's got the numbers in skating and physicality, he's also got it in defense. But what is his top end like? He scores goals. He's also the oldest of them, 75. Baron I can deal with. Nola Chari I can deal with. Although that's one of our few centers we got. In NHL we got 6. Military I can deal with trading, because I like wheel better. Let's see if they'll do that. Because, like, just go to Baron for a second. Baron, I'm not that enthralled with. I could deal with trading him. Trade rejected. Okay, within principle. What can we toss on here? Rookie skaters. Definitely not Brand Clark. Not. If I'm not willing to trade the other guys, he is not on the books. I would trade any of these guys, but they don't want them, so that doesn't help. Let's look at draft picks. What'll get it done? Vegas is 3rd next year? Let's just throw like a emergency 5 on there. Doubt it'll. Too far off, okay. Let's try a lower pick. Too far off. What if we just go no pick on their side? Isn't sufficient at all. Okay. The values look close, but they don't want to trade him, right? So I could do our 2nd this year, and then see if I can get a 3rd back. Let's try and do that. I'm okay with trading down a bit. You don't want to do that. Okay, how about 3rd next year? Oh, not gonna be a 3rd. Might be a couple 4ths. 4th and 5th. Do that. 4th this year, 5th next year. Just the 4th. Well, I guess you gotta pay to play. I feel like that's good value. Okay. Oh. So that's not enough to account for it. Let's back it up. Chicago was another potential. Butcher's like a 1-year thing, and he's got similar trade value, but we only have him for like a year. Yeah, so like I want some retained value there. Is there someone on Yokiharu? Go on for Yokiharu. To trade. Trades found. Anything. For Victor Arvidsson. Or Athanasiou. So I think I'm leaning towards Athanasiou for Yokiharu. Let's edit the trade and see if they will cough up a little more. Go to draft picks. See if we can squeeze their 3rd. Maybe let's start with that. 3rd, 4th, and a 5th. See how that goes. Double check on Yokiharu. Oh, he fits defensive line 3. Oh, gotta back off that one. Not what we want. Not what we want. Okay. That was such a proper trade too. I wonder. Will Washington take that actually? Or Pesci? I'm curious. think he's rated a little higher than Yokiharu. Let's find all trades. Pareko, Lockhart, Stillman. I mean, one of these two, maybe we just go ahead and do it. Pareko doesn't make sense. I would do Athanasiou. I don't know if he's got enough value though. 1 for 1. Will you guys do it? Not gonna happen. Okay. Let's do the player search again. Actually, you know what? That's not working out. Let's give it a few more days. We'll bring it up closer to the deadline, see if we get an offer. Yokiharu looked good. It's just that I don't need a third pairing defenseman. I need a knight for 2 seconds. No. Cuckoo, a third, a fourth, and a fourth for a first. What? Okay. Par Lindholm. Sure. I'll take that depth. Right, 1 day at a time now. It's thinking about it. Fox and Yenmark for a first, a fourth, and Nielsen. Okay. Lavoie for and a first and a second for Ehlers and 2/5. So Toronto's loading up. All right. Beat Montreal there. That's nice. Deadline is almost upon us. Franz Nielsen. You know what? Let's see if we can just flip him. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let's do player search. Back to our defenseman. Defense. Top 4. 28. There we go. Medium search. We're looking down in this range here. I think there's Pesci. Is it Sanheim? With the Bruins. Sanheim works too. About the same value. I'd be more interested in Sanheim just, well, he's a little younger. He's 2 years younger, although Pesci plays on everything. Down here. Zadorov. Defensive pairing 2. So New York Islanders. He'll be our backup. Islanders is our backup. Sanheim is on the Bruins. Okay, let's try Sanheim. And then worst case scenario, we go with Zadorov. So find trade. Go up to Boston. I know we're trading within the division, but here we are. They want to trade Ryan Murray. What do you want for Ryan Murray? Okay, I'm just curious. Just curious. 2 first and Schnarr. Clark a third and a fourth. First and, yeah. Boy. It's 28 though. Sanheim, what do you want? Oh, I got both of them. I was like, what? Shoot. Okay. Move asset. Let's do Sanheim. I'm amazed there was a trade there. That was Quite huge. A first, a second, and Schnar, or knight, and a first and a fourth. That's big time. Let's open up the block. Is that everything, or a first, a second, and a Chari. Pollock, Tynan, and a third. Lockhart, Tynan, and Connolly. Um. Let's see if we can sneak a third in there instead of a second. I doubt it. Will you do that? I don't know. It's pretty good trade for. Let's see if they'll throw in a third or something. Brantford Mustangs third next year. You do that. Probably get some like lesser picks then. Let's try fourth and what? You guys got a lot of fourths. Buffalo and Austin's fourth and fifth. Trade accepted. Alright. Alright. So in the system, what do we got in the NHL? Just check our centers. Good for centers, although Athanasiou has been playing the wing. But defenseman. Right now, Sherratt is out. I think I want to deal Boychuk. Let's see if we can do that. What does Boychuk look like? Fit. So Olofsson and him are like basically very similar. Boychuk is a little better on his fit, but Olofsson is like 10 years younger. So let's see if we can just deal Boychuk. Edit lines for now. Stick in. Scratched right now. Well, Sanheim's going in. That's for sure. Put Peary in there. Okay. Defense. Okay. Sanheim's going in here. Which side is he? Left. Perfect. Sanheim's going in there. Colin Miller. Does he better with Olofsson? That was kind of unfortunate. Two-way defender. What kind of defender is Olofsson? Defensive defenseman. Interesting. That doesn't help. Okay. Question is do we go all the way on this one? Let's look at defense. Do I go get Pesci and really load up? That's the question. See what we can get for Boychuk. Is this Hornquist fellow? Sure, I'll take a player. Alright. Sorry guys, I know you liked Boychuk there. Washington Capitals, Pesci. What do you guys want? Pollock, Colin Miller. Oh! Oh, I may be able to deal with that actually. Now that I know that Colin Miller isn't exactly a great fit, let's talk about this. Pollock, I'm not. What do I want to give up? Pollock is 20 years old. He looks pretty good. Okay, we need to decide which we want to go with these the youngins here. Pollock. Might be between Connor Lockhart. Rodney Knight is looking pretty good. So is Pollock. Might be the best of them to trade. Let's do this. But let's see what we can, if we can squeak some stuff back, because we have to give up a third, and I'm not too happy about coughing up another pick. So let's see if we can just sneak some later rounder ones in there. It's load up time. Oh, okay. Got the 4th. Okay, it's gonna be like 7th or something. I'll take what I can get. I can get at least one. Okay, low. There we go. Okay. All right. So that was a lot. Let's go to in the system. Chill. What do we got for defense? Are we? When we got Sherrod healthy, we got 7. All skaters. It says we have 19 of 21. Do we have injuries? Just bench Sherrod. Let's go to edit lines. Edit lines. Defense. Substitute Olofsson for Pesci. That's good. Then Olofsson will be on our 3rd pair. And we have Ben Sherratt as our spare. So scratched. Sherratt, Connolly, we need to get a center up here. Options. Go to roster moves. You know what? We'll bring up like Como or Carrier. I mean, we have a lot of centers, but let's bring up Carrier. Go to edit lines. Edit line. I don't want to best lines the NHL. There we go. There we go. Then we got Franz Nielsen sitting down here just in case. Actually, what do you want? wanted. Does anybody want Franz Nielsen? Okay, that's good. Well, our defense is officially shored up. We had to pay some assets, but we got some time on those contracts. Second and a third for Donskoy, Benning, and a fourth. Sizable deal too. Alright, I think we are good. Probably get like some major injury the next day, but let's sim up to another game and we'll do another sim. What should we do here? Let's get up to Montreal. Let's do Montreal. Got a win, we got another win. Oh boy. Well, we got people who can move up. It's not the end of the world. So we got power forward, sniper. Let's move. Let's get carrier into action. Serves a shot. And then we'll bump Peary up to here. Yarncrook up to here. And Arvidsson gets the big chair. There we go. Good. Oh, special teams. Arvidsson. That works, okay. Special teams. Seriously? Sanheim. Extras. I don't know, Arvidsson? Whatever. Okay. Another win. And Sherrod's good. Let's continue. Oh, goodness sake. Goalie injuries, they kill me. Well, Vlader, come on down. Darth Vlader, or Vladar. I don't know, however it's pronounced. Edit lines. Staylock. Staylock and Vlader. Or Vladar. Stolars and Voinov. Let's continue. Alright, let's set ticket prices. Let's check our regular game tickets. We had this down to sell out. That works. Marketing budget, let's choose and oops. Work with me here. There we go. Okay. Get some season ticket sales going. Slide. Alright. Let's get Ovi back in here. We'll get up to that Brantford game and then see where we're at in the standings. Get Peary back. Did an admirable job there, Carrier. Defense for Olofsson, let's put in, why not Ben Sherratt? There we go. I like that a lot. Alright. Let's get up to, let's actually sim Brantford. Then we'll call it a day because we'll be almost to the playoffs. We haven't locked up a spot yet, but let's see if we can do it by Brantford. No T win. Another win over Philly. Goodness. Oh boy. Okay, best lines it. Alright. Good. Special teams. Okay. Makes sense. Let's do that. Can we put juice on there? Would that help? That'll be fine. Okay. There we go. Oh, 9-4 win. Nice. Even with losing 2 of our top line, we're still damaging. I like it. I'll let Teravainen get healthy. Same with Shifley. Alright. Let's sim this game. Versus Brantford. Have we locked up a playoff? We have locked up a playoff spot. So we'll sim this one and then we'll get to the end of the season. Those last 2 Buffalo games there. And then next time we'll check out the playoffs. So we'll see what happens versus Brantford. Dell scores on Staylock. Ovechkin coming back on Shesterkin. Power play goal there. Beauty. We made the big trade for Taylor Hall with them. Let's see if it pays, who it pays dividends for. So far, neither of the players have struck. Tied 3-3. Middle of the second period, halfway through the game, and nothing's been decided. Nothing on the power play. Alright, follow scores on Staylock. Come on, guys. We got firepower. What happened? Bring the firepower! Seriously? Nothing? No? Not even a bit? Okay. Just go quietly into the night, shall we? 3 stars, probably. Oh, Ovechkin got in there because he got 2 goals. Alright. Well, that was underwhelming, to say the least. Of course. Juice. It's hurt. Looks like Olofsson's going back in. Well then. Okay. Actually, we're gonna hit. We're gonna call it here, but I'm gonna hit best line so I don't forget to put those guys back in next game. I don't wanna get going next time and forget that these guys are in there. Oh, not Teravainen. Teravainen's fine. I want Timo Meyer up there. Teravainen. Yarn Crook there. Oh, and Athanasiou there. And we need a center in, probably Wheel. There we go. Okay. How's our defense looking? About right. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Hit liked if you liked. Hit like if you enjoy it. Enjoy the video. The Hamilton Ogres, hockey, pizza, whatever. Hit subscribe if you want to see more, and hit the notification bell so you know what's going on. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Have yourselves a good one.